What have you seen derail a person's career?
Oh, um, okay. Some are harsh, thinking you're better than you are,
Mm.
not being willing to slow down and learn. The people who are not committed to learning because they stopped growing. The unhealthy ways that narcissism can show up, because there are some pathologic. I mean, it is a condition, this thing called narcissistic personality, where you think that you've got it totally all together and you don't. The inability to connect to people. You think that you're relatable, but you're not. And some of the way I think that happens is that we have this way outdated, probably for my belief, for sure, actually never the total part of the picture, that the best leaders are the ones with technical expertise. And my belief is the best leaders are those who can connect. I'm not talking extroversion versus introversion. I'm really talking about, are you relatable? Are you approachable? Are you accessible? Literally and figuratively. So those are the things. And then probably out of all of that, if you have blind spots, and we all do, your inability to accept what someone is telling you as potentially real and not become defensive about it or blow it off or say that's not so, but to explore those gifts of feedback. And it may be that some of it is you end up setting aside and saying, I disagree with that person or that perception, but being willing just to kind of sit with it for a minute and say, maybe there's something really here. And I'll tell you one just to be vulnerable. 20 plus years ago, someone said to me, and I think I have a good sense of potentially what was going on at the time, which is the stuff I have to say, let it go and set aside. But this person said to me, you say I more than we. And I was devastated at that, because I really think and thought that I'm a big team player, and not, because I remember saying, are you saying you think that I'm a climber or a self-promoter? And then the person tried to back up a little bit by it, and then went on to say, it's not an on-off switch, it's a rheostat, turn it down, which is one of the things that, by the way, is told to women. So let's just put that over here as a topic for another day. But it really hurt me. And I sort of did this turning inward thing, checked it out with a few people, and most said, no, that's not how I experience you. But here's what I did, as I really thought about, why would someone think that about me, aside from some of the drama that was going on at the time. But extroverts talk too darn much. So I said, you don't always have to be the first one up to say something, or you don't always have to be the one in the big meetings to run to the mic and say your part, and you don't have to be the one who repeats what's already been said, and you don't. And more importantly, figure out a way to not have to process everything outside of your own head, which is really hard. Just like we need introverts to share what those inner things as leaders, we need people like me to shut up sometimes. So I remember when that happened, that was, one of the more telling times, where being able to take feedback, parse out of it what might be useful to you in terms of your personal and professional growth and development, but don't say, that's not true, and turn it into a huge thing that doesn't serve you well.